Hey guys, welcome to Homesteading Off the Grid. I'm out here chopping some firewood and my axe has gone dull, so I'm going to sharpen it up and I want to show you how I do it. I use a neat little two-sided stone called a Lansky puck. It's only $7 approximately on Amazon. It's one of the best investments you'll ever make because it works with axes, hatchets, shears, scythes, lawnmower blades, and it fits right in the palm of your hand. It's two-sided. It's got a larger size grain and then a finer grain. It's like coarse and fine, and I want to show you how we do it. It's really simple. The thing you've got to keep in mind is that the edge of the axe blade is not a flat surface. It's like a rounded bevel, and you want to keep contact with the edge entirely while you're doing your sharpening. So I simply take a bit of, you can use some sort of oil. I like to use WD-40 because you can use that for anything. WD-40 and duct tape, and start with the larger grained size. I get it a little bit wet, and then I simply will work this in circular motions, making sure to maintain contact with the blade the entire time, and remembering the fact that it is rounded and not flat, and working my way up in a circular motion like this. I'll come all the way up. And now once I've made it all the way to the top, another key thing to remember is to keep both sides even. So I'll simply switch over to this side and then I'll come up the other side, making sure to maintain contact with the bevel and the stone the whole time. Now I have to look very closely here to make sure I'm maintaining that contact. And I'm going to go back to the other side. And again, you want to make it even, because if one side is a little off, when you slice through your firewood, your axe will pull to one side or the other. We don't want that. That could lead to injury. Again, every time you use your axe to chop firewood, you want a nice controlled swing. And if you get an axe blade that's not sharpened evenly, you can't control your swing. Bad things can happen. We don't want that. Now, the nice thing about this Lansky stone is that once you've gone over the blade a couple times with the rough side, is you can go over with the more fine side and take off, get like an even finer edge. So I'm going to get that side wet with my oil, my WD-40, and then I'm going to do what I've done exactly the same way, making sure to maintain contact. See how this makes it easier here, the way this Lansky puck is shaped right there. I can keep that flat on the beveled surface. Come up once, and then again, to keep it even, I go to the other side. Do it once more on both sides. Depending on how frequently you sharpen your axe will determine how often you have to do this. I like to keep my axe sharp because I like to work smart, not hard, and I'd rather use gravity and a sharp edge to cut my wood instead of my sheer strength. So I sharpened this up just a few days ago, but I could tell it was starting to dull, so I'm going to sharpen it again. Now, at this point, we've got some burrs on our blade that I like to get off simply by using my belt, and I'll show you how I do that. I just hope that when I stand up my pants don't fall off, because YouTube will flag this video. So I take off my belt, kept my pants, we're safe. I come over here to the fence. You can see my cat in there. She's always out here with me somewhere. Now what I'm going to do, you'll notice a leather belt, and this is just a regular leather belt. One side is smooth and the other side is more furry. I call it the furry side. There's probably a better term for it, but I'll use the word furry. You can do this with a tree branch. I'm going to do it with the fence right here. I'm basically going to just strap off my axe blade that I've just sharpened, and I've got it backwards. I'm going to by strapping it, it's like the old-timey barbers used to do. That'll take off any burrs that were left on the blade from the stone. So if you'll come watch closely, I'll pull this belt tight and I go like this, and you see the shavings, the iron filings or cobalt steel, whatever this axe is made out of, filings comes right off. I do it once down one side, and then I'll switch it over to keep it even, and then I'll do it down the other. And I'll come all the way down like that, getting the whole blade, and I got some more space, so I'll go back like that. And now from that point, we've gotten off all the filings, we've gotten off any of the little burrs that were there that we didn't want, and it should chop pretty well right now. So let's go give it a swing and see how it does. All right, let's give it a swing here. We're working with some red oak that was felled maybe 5 months ago, and it's just been out here drying on the ground. And see how she does. Always remember your eye protection. Wow, works just great. Let's try it again. I swung a little less strong that time. Yeah. I swung too hard that time, but just want to prove my point. Let's see if I can split it right here in the middle. It seems pretty sharp. Yeah, got through it and went down into the chopping block there. So that's all there is to it. Lansky puck. I'm not being paid by Lansky to promote their product. I just want to share with you the product I use. Costs about $7 on Amazon. It'll last you forever. And as you can see by the proof in the pudding, it gives you a really good sharp edge on your axe. Thanks for being with us here at Homesteading Off the Grid. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you for more next time.